Okay, in this video I'm gonna show you how to connect the smart controller to your Arrma Felony. Actually use this same method for connections for all the taillights that have this smart behavior. Okay, so that's the list of parts that it includes. You will have the taillights, smart controllers, the some cables that you need, the servo Y splitter, these cables. Okay, you always keep in mind the orientation for the smart controller so you have where to connect the parts. If your kit came with the smart controller disassembled, just follow these simple steps to mount it. If your kit included the smart controller assembled, just disregard this part. We have to put 4 nuts and bolts. I'll show you just how to do one. You repeat the same process for the other 3. Okay, let's begin by connecting the power to the smart controller. This is pretty straightforward. Just keep in mind the orientation. You have to connect it there. Make sure positive is in there. Okay, this is important because if you connect it wrong, you can burn your board. Then we connect the other end to the power distribution board. Also make sure of the orientation. Now we connect the other cable to the first pin and the other end we have to connect it to the Y splitter. Also make sure to connect the positive and negative like so. You will leave the yellow cable for another plug. Okay, so this is the plug we will connect there to the yellow one. And we're gonna leave the other end disconnected right now. Now we're gonna connect the lights. You will notice that you have 3 plugs coming out of the 2 lights. One of those is connected to both. We're gonna connect this one right now to the board. Just connect it right where I'm connecting it. Make sure of the orientation again. And plug it right there. It's the second and third. Polarity there is not important. You can flip it over. If you find out that when you turn the right it's blinking the left, you can just do so. Okay, we connect the other 2 to the power distribution board just like we did with the other 2. And now one last connection. This one we connected to the smart controller. You have to count 5 pins from the last one we connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 we connected there. And we're all set. Now we have to connect the Y splitter to the receiver. I'm gonna show you how to do that. You will have to remove those 4 screws that are holding that cover in order to access the receiver. Okay, so I removed the servo already because I actually have to replace my servo that's not working, but it's not the case. Okay, so this is the Y splitter. We have to connect right where you disconnected your servo, your steering servo. Make sure again of the orientation for the positive, negative, and signal. Okay, once we have it connected, this is the smart controller where it's connected, and we will have to connect back again the servo there. I'm not going to connect it here, it's not important right now. Okay, now we have to test it. Let's turn it on. First, turn on your transmitter first. We will test. We turn one side, the other side, everything's working perfectly. Now, how to assemble the tail lights. It might come like this or disassemble, depending on the kit you purchased, but it's pretty straightforward. You just have to insert the lenses right there. You will notice that you have 3 holes in the back, just in case you want to remove the lenses. You can push it out using a key, anything, screwdriver. Okay, and this is what I like about these tail lights. These are mounted using this metal bracket. You can actually calibrate the orientation, and since this is kind of flexible metal, you can also bend it a little bit if you want to. But the good thing about this is that it won't break. Never. Okay, so we repeat the same process with the other tail light. There we go. We have both. There's a hole right there. That's where you have to slide the actual lights. And mounting it, it's pretty straightforward. I'm not gonna show you how to do that. You just have to put the tail lights right there. There's a nail bracket there, but it won't be there. You just have to put it right there using the stock bolts and nuts that come with the wing. And this is pretty self-explanatory. You just put it there and you're good to go.